race. That's what we need to do. We've been working hard. We tried some stuff there at Kansas and California that seemed to work pretty well. We weren't as fast as we needed to be, but the car was handling really terribly, and we were still competitive. So we can apply some things, and it looks like we might not get too much practice today, but we get a little bit of practice tomorrow. And this has been a really good track for me. Statistically, we've run pretty well, and don't have a win in the Cup Series, but we've been really close. So hopefully we can turn it around. These tracks are what I have the most confidence on. We've got to capitalize, and right now just trying to catch the Hendrick bunch,
Claire, and then Jeff, and then Bruce.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius NASCAR Radio. Well, are we to get congratulations over now and the rumors out of the way that your wife is pregnant and you're going to have a little Edwards?
Yeah, that's it's true. I'm really excited. Kate's pregnant, and we're having a little girl.
Awesome.
And I'm really, really excited about it. So it's crazy. You guys that have children know this, but we went in there for the ultrasound. The first one, I'd seen all the pictures, what the baby was supposed to look like, and sitting there, and all of a sudden she started moving, and I almost passed out. And it was just wild. In middle of February, so
right along.
Perfect time. We'll call her Daytona.
Daytona.
And yeah, it was really excited about it, though, guys. I can't tell you. I mean, for me, it's amazing, and yeah, it's wild. The gender, figuring out the gender thing, we had a little bit of fun with that. It was taking long enough. I was hoping it wasn't a boy, but that was pretty exciting. So we've had fun with it, and Kate's really excited that she's telling people, because she's like, she can tell people are kind of looking at her like, damn girl, putting on some weight. But she's really happy, and I'm happy too. It's great. I don't know what we're gonna name her. It may depends on the timing, I guess, or how Daytona goes.
Daytona's better than Shootout, right?
Yeah. That's funny. He said Daytona's better than Shootout. We're gonna.
Shootout.
Yeah, we don't want to. What do they call the duels? Yeah, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Gatorade, color Gatorade.
No, vitamin water. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, Jeff, question back here.
Jeff Hood from RacingToday.com. Carl, in years past, Jack has shuffled around crew chiefs within the organization, trying to hit on some things.
Yeah, you bet he has.
Yeah, has that been discussed this year? And what's Jack talking about trying to do to get you guys back in victory lane?
He better stay away from Bob Osborne. What's going on right now is for instance, Bob and I, we won all these races last year. Did great. Everything's was wonderful, and it seemed like we could win every week. He's the same guy. I'm the same driver. I feel like we're even better than we were. Our capabilities and I don't think changing personnel at that level is what we need to do, and I don't think Jack feels that way. We just have to figure out, mechanically what is different about our race car and the cars that are beating us, and I think that's where it comes in. So that's where the problem solving needs to be done. And I don't know about other teams, but I know for the 99 team, Bob Osborne is my crew chief, and I'd give up almost anything before I give up Bob Osborne again.
Go to Bruce Martin.
Bruce Martin, SI.com. I'm going to ask the same thing I asked Greg earlier. How does the rest of you competitors kind of keep the 48 team from turning this into NASCAR's version of Groundhog Day?
Man, that's a good question. The simple answer is we need to beat them. A year ago at this time, I felt like head-to-head we could beat that 48 team, 55% of the time. I felt like we were very close, but we had a slight edge, on the racetrack. We obviously had, my little wreck at Talladega and then the problem here a year ago with the ignition boxes, but I felt like our performance was there. What we have to do is get that back, and then even more importantly, we have to figure out about our operation, our problem solving, our testing, what allows them to be ahead more in the curve than the rest of us. And I think that's what everyone has to look at is, we have to, figure out what their process is, how they do so well, because it's spectacular. And not to take anything away from Jimmy as a driver or anything, but I mean, they just are always on top of it with strategy, equipment, failure rates, qualifying, all of the things that make an entire package. They're very good.
Okay, Chuck.
Carl, with all the publicity over here to your left.
Over here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. There's a lot of you here today. It's good.
Yeah. Heading back to Talladega, the wreck got a lot of publicity, as you know. Your thoughts heading back there in a couple of weeks? I mean, same old, or what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, you guys know how I feel about racing like that. I think that smaller restrictor plates, I guess, will keep the speeds down. That's probably a good move, considering we're already nose to tail wide open the whole time. I don't think that'll have a detrimental effect. I think that's a good move by NASCAR. I think making the fence taller and stronger is good. That won't keep parts from flying through the fence, but that could happen at any racetrack. But it will keep, maybe help keep an entire car out of the grandstands, which would be, which would be catastrophic. And that's a good move as well. I know they had talked about moving the start finish line so that the tri-oval wasn't a corner right before the finish line, so maybe we wouldn't have this type of angular momentum into the fence. But I think anything they can do to make it safer, especially for the fans, is good. I know as a competitor, I'm welcoming the race. A year ago, I didn't want to go there at all because I knew the potential for losing points. But right now, I know the potential for Jimmy Johnson and Mark Martin and those guys to lose points. So greedily, I'm kind of hoping to go there and have things get mixed up and gain some points.
Ira, question back here, please.
Hey, Carl, Ira Cronin, News Channel 36. Just looking out the window, can you talk about the prospects of qualifying, and if you have to line up according to points, what adjustments you'll make tomorrow going into the weekend?
It looks like we'll be able to practice tomorrow regardless of what happens today. So I'm not too worried about the race. Qualifying, I'm not certain. I guess we'd start 8th, and so that's not bad. I'd hope that we could qualify better than that, but my stats probably don't show it here that we would. So either way, it's fine with me. To me, less track time is probably better for us competitively. I feel like Bob's really good at making decisions, based on data, not track time. So, or without track time, I should say. So either way, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever happens, happens. I slept in, so I'm good till midnight or 1. Yeah, I guess I got to get used to not getting a lot of sleep, huh?
Any other questions for Carl? Front row right here, I'm sorry.
Just real quick, Carl, the top 3 guys in points all have finishing averages in the chase of 3.5 or less. Can they keep that up?
I don't think so. I think that based on what could happen, they could do that theoretically. I think just the way racing works and chance and things like that. If that if the champion's finishing average is under 5, I mean that would be insane. What was it last year? 6.5, something like that. Whew, that's crazy. Yeah, And last year, 6-1. I think a team, if they can finish with 5 as their average, that's unbelievable. So to have 3 guys stay as good as they are, I think it would be really tough. But I mean, those guys, who knows? I mean, it's been amazing. I hope not, I guess.
Carl, thank you very much. Again, congratulations to you and Kate.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.